Hello, I'm Graham.
And I'm Sharon.
Welcome to SanGee Adventures. It's a beautiful morning here, and we are in the city of my birth, and we're going to show you around the Turkish side of the city, Lefkosia. It's the only divided city left in the whole world, but it's a fascinating place, and we'll show you around. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're just going to take a walk through now the market area down to the big covered market at the end of this part of town. It's just beginning to liven up, and it's a very vibrant area. You can buy virtually anything you want around here, so we'll have a walk along and take a look. You can see the tower of one of the beautiful mosques here ahead of you. We'll just take a quick look up into this square here because it's quite pretty. It's around the back of the Buyuk Han, which we'll look at a little bit later on, and that's well worth waiting to see. It's quite a stunning area. People beginning to come now and sit in the cafes around here, and I imagine about an hour's time the place will start filling up even more. But let's go back down to the market area. We're just coming down to the covered market, and every time you walk past a Turkish person, it's good morning, how are you? They are very welcoming and very, very friendly people. Plenty of cafes and shops down here, all opening up, all looking rather good. There's lots of beautiful old sort of Turkish and Venetian style villas on this side, and what they're doing here now, they're spending quite a bit of time and money to restore a lot of these, and it's well worth it because they really are quite imposing. An awful lot of work is being done as well in restoring all these wonderful ancient monuments. Just walking down to the famous covered market, but before we go in, we'll take a wander down this little side street. It's quite lovely. Little street that again goes down to the border, and there are a number of little coffee shops down here which are really nice. And it reminds me of my childhood here in Cyprus. Very traditional and really, I think, quite lovely. And just walk back up again, and we'll go into the side entrance of the market. Günaydın. Günaydın.
Oh, günaydın.
Günaydın.
Oh,
And here we are coming into the covered market now. Whole mixture of things here, from fresh fruits to gifts, tourist stuff, bookshops, all kinds of things. So we'll have a little wander around. I must admit, it's very hot today already. It's 35 degrees, so it really is quite pleasurable walking around in the covered market here because it's naturally quite cool. Beautiful old antiques here. Maybe old carpets and things. Beautiful old pots. Lots of beautiful fresh produce here. Loads of local village cheese. The guy behind the counter said that this cheese here was very old. And then we asked him about this cheese here, and he said it's more than old. We tried a bit. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really strong though. Just walking out of the market now through the main entrance, coming back into the shopping area and the market area again. And we'll take a look down some of these side streets now, just look at some of the beautiful old Venetian and Ottoman architecture and houses that are still around here. Really are quite splendid. Stunning old buildings. And these ones here which have been restored. All very beautiful. Marshmallow ham. Now coming up to the Great Ham, which was a resting place for travellers ever since sort of Ottoman times. It's been turned into a really nice little sort of shopping market. It really is quite a stunning, beautiful building, this one. So I'll walk you through into the central courtyard. Absolutely gorgeous, don't you agree? If you're coming to Lefkosia, this really is a top tourist attraction, somewhere to come. It really is quite magnificent. Now this is exactly what we're looking for, a place where you can come and bit of shade and grab a nice coffee, and couldn't be a nicer setting either, could it? Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's a view from the top part of the Buyurkan. This is basically where the living quarters were when the travellers came here to stay. It is a stunningly beautiful building, and it's a testament to how good the architects and the builders were in their time, as I'm sure this place will remain standing long after many of the houses built in the 20th century have crumbled into the ground. Just the other side of the market area, we're going to walk around parts of the old city here along what they call the Blue Line, which is really just walking along the border between the north and the south here. It's a sort of UN demarcation zone. But we can walk all the way around this till we come right back up to the Kyrenia gate, and we'll get up there and then we'll walk back down through the sort of main modern shopping area, just get you a feel for what the north of Kyrenia is like. North of Lefkosia is like. Just along this area here, the Turkish government are doing some major restoration work of an old church. Should be quite beautiful. Beautiful old buildings that have been restored along here. Come out into another absolutely gorgeous street. Just take a look up there and bring it back down again and take you around. These absolutely beautiful houses. You can see we're still following the blue line, which takes us round. We come out here onto the old ancient walls of the city itself, which are Venetian in origin, and all the way along the front are these beautiful old villas, which are really quite beautiful again. All of them are being restored gradually, which is fantastic. On the other side of the wall, as you can see as they go round here, is the Republic of Cyprus. And the United Nations control a sort of buffer zone, which is down the middle here. Walking back to the Turkish north side, and just streets and streets of these beautiful old Venetian houses, which are really quite beautiful. Just everywhere you look, and all these beautiful old streets, and then come back up onto the wall side here now, walking towards the Kyrenia gate, which is where we came in the morning. This is a particularly beautiful building, quite substantial. We're planning to come and spend the weekend here, and we'll maybe be staying in one of these boutique hotels along here. They really are quite lovely. Here we have a lovely mixture of the old and across to the new. Very popular bar over there. Still following around the border here. We'll be coming back up soon towards the Kyrenia gate, and then we'll just pop back down into the town centre and have a look at the law courts, which were actually built by the British when they were here between 1860 and 1960. Just walking in an area of social housing around here, and it's one of the oldest ones in Cyprus. It dates back to the late 1890s, early 1900s. And there's a whole series of these little bits of accommodation. It really is quite beautiful, actually. Lots of these little streets with small houses. Another example looking down here, really very beautiful. Into the central area here. I think it's probably a big water tank. One of the first council housing projects held by Ottomans and Turks. It was initiated by Mustafa Erfan Bey, director of EBKAP at the beginning of the 20th century. 72 houses here, and it belonged to the Samanbahçe Foundation. And the land was known as the Gardens of Samanbahçe, and it was used as agricultural land for growing fruits and vegetables until the end of the 19th century. And they consist of an entrance, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, toilet, and in a courtyard. The most important feature of the 82 square metre houses is that they are built with local building materials which are suitable for climate conditions. They were built on natural stone foundations, mud walls, and they're plastered, The rafters are covered with woven reed mats and corrugated with local tiles. The floors are furnished with traditional Cyprus marble, and wooden doors are framed with yellow stone jambs. On the keystones of each house, the house number is written in Ottoman Turkish. Some streets are named after famous Ottoman philanthropists. And amazingly enough, this comes out onto the main street, and we've walked past it so many times without realising, and we've been looking for it for about 2 months now, and finally we found it. And here we are, and at the top of the road is the Kyrenia Gate. Well, how about that? Here we are at the Kyrenia Gate. This is one of the major entrances to the walled city here in Lefkosia. Quite an impressive entrance to the walled city here, and it leads directly onto the main street, shopping street, which takes us down right down to ledrastreet and the crossing to the Greek side, but also past all the fantastic law courts and civic buildings here as well. In fact, we're near a museum here with all this interesting artwork all along here. And I'll just bring you along here now to the map. What we've done, we've actually just walked from all the way down here and then come around and all the way along this exterior wall back to where we started, and we're going to come back down again now into the central administration area and maybe have one last quick look at the market area around here. So we've done a great big circular tour, and really interesting. As we walk down the high street, which is full of all modern shops, etc., every now and then they're interdispersed with these beautiful old villas. New house, and then a couple more old houses. It's a really nice mix actually, and I'm glad that they haven't demolished these old buildings and replaced them with these sort of rather soulless modern buildings that we tend to build nowadays. Right in the central area now of Lefkosia, we've come to the administration and law courts, and these originally were built by the British, and they were here from 1861 to 1960 when Cyprus gained its independence. Very typical colonial style buildings, and you'll see that more as we come round to the entrance area. Again, very stunning buildings. Now taking a walk along the side of the law courts here, you can again see the majesty of the British colonial buildings. They stretch quite a long way down here. There's the scales of justice. We are just down from the courts. This is rather a nice little area here. Just to go and enter the Culture and Arts Centre here, which is very beautiful. A big art space and a theatre here. It'll be the first and only time you'll get me on stage. It's a nice little venue there. Nice little courtyards. Just walking down from the law courts, walking towards the central market area, we're coming up to a lovely cafe restaurant called Rustem's, which is one of our favourite. It was originally a book publishing shop, and it's now changed hands and it's now turned into a cafe. It's quite lovely. It's got rooms full of books and a beautiful courtyard at the back. And it specialises in providing lunches from the lawyers at the law courts over the road here. They pride themselves in being able to cook, serve and finish dinners within an hour to enable the lawyers to be able to get back to the courts as quickly as they possibly can. We'll take a look inside and probably stop here for a nice cup of coffee. Oh, here we are coming in. Quite a quirky and beautiful place. It also has a small sort of art gallery of unusual objects and things from the past. Beautiful old radio there. Typewriter. There's some interesting designs today and things from the past here in Cyprus. Some nice pictures by local artists. Oh, there's Shirley. And come out the back into this beautiful courtyard. Apparently now they have jazz on in the evening sometimes as well. Quite beautiful. Let's have a look in here. Big open art space, which is great. And we'll go and find a seat now and get a coffee. Just walking back now down to the starting point of our little tour today, which was actually at the border crossing at ledrastreet. So we'll walk on down back to the beginning, and that will be a full circular tour of Lefkosia. I hope you've enjoyed it. Last part of our little tour today, walking now into the market area and down towards ledrastreet, which is a crossing between the two sides of this divided city. I think tomorrow we may be coming back and popping over onto the south side, so I'll put another little vlog out of that, and you can see the difference between the two parts of the city of Nicosia. And here we are, right back at the beginning of our walk. Just down there you can see the customs crossing point. We decided not to come back the following day to do a vlog on the south side, and the weather's too hot, and also we needed more time to do it justice. So what we'll arrange to do is come back again in the autumn and do a really full vlog on the south side, Nicosia. So we'll leave you with some lovely images of Lefkosia. as we finish our vlog today and make our way to the Concord Hotel for a final drink before we make our way home. Here we go. Look at this. As we go up, we can see the Golden Mosque in the distance and the Bashkirt Mountains. Quite a stunning view. Up onto the terrace. This is a lovely restaurant right on the northern edge of Lefkosia. It's a lovely place to come and stop and have a nice refreshing drink. Look at that stunning view that we've got. I'll just have a wander around before we sit down. Good night. Right over from the north Lefkosia to the south Nicosia. Quite stunning. You see the big green line demarcation zone there in the middle, which I think is the old airport. Quite a stunning view. Just take a wander around the terrace here. Yeah, it's quite lovely. I'll just have a quick walk out onto the terrace. Probably a bit blowy out here, but we'll have a nose anyway. Looking out over to the east, over here. Around again to the north and see the big Turkish flag there on the mountain, and a beautiful view, the Near East University and the glorious golden topped mosque. What a stunning viewpoint this is. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our video of the tour around Lefkosia. Hopefully we'll see you again soon in our next video. In the meantime, can you please press the subscribe button and the like button, as it helps us develop the channel further for the future. Look forward to seeing you again soon. All the very best.